Well, very good afternoon to you. I hope, well, depending on what time of day you're watching. Big hello. Here we are at the Roland Fantom 7. Now, this is a bit of a mixed emotion video for me because I've had this keyboard for a few months now, and some of the sounds in it are just earth-shatteringly beautiful. But the problem is anything that you have where you need to build up a reasonable number of layers to sort of build depth to or detail to a sample. The keyboard runs out of polyphony. And there's things cutting off and things disappearing, and I've sort of got to the end of my tether with it. I don't want to get rid of it. It's just beautifully made. It looks beautiful. I mean, you can see on the camera. I mean, it's lit up like Blackpool illuminations. It's just stunning to look at. The interface is a work of art. It's so simple. It's nice to get around. And you touch, for example, if you go to effects, you can just press effects and you can go in and change your effects and change on the fly. It's really nice to play, but this whole problem with the polyphony is it's killing me. And I noticed that if I actually go through a lot of the preset sort of patches that they've created, they don't seem to use more than 3 to 4 parts because, of course, it's eating up polyphony. That one has 6. And to be fair, it's not bad, it works. But there are patches in here, and certainly when you start to create your own, you find that things start to drop out, and for me it's just the killer. It's not good. It works seamlessly with Logic Pro X. I just love how it sort of interfaces and works as either just a controller or as an audio interface as well. But so I thought, well, seeing as it's going, and it's quite sad, but it is going, I just thought I'd go through some of the sounds and show you what's in here. These are like, obviously, your preset sort of. And I'd say that the sounds are absolutely, truly stunning. It's heartbreaking. Again, you can go into sort of single voice. This is using a voice. This is using part 4 of 3. So. And the thing that I've come to love about the Roland Fantom is the fact it does sound like 1980 in a box. The voices are very 80s. There's lots of really great Vangelis sort of sounds. I mean, the brass. There's some bigger sounds than that. So it really is a heartbreaking thing. I mean, they've got things like rotary encoders, which, obviously now is common on instruments, but it's the little detail. It's ultra thin. That's the thing that blows me away with this, is the sheer size of it. I don't know whether thin equals small polyphony. I don't know. But it is true. I mean, they're literally talking maybe maximum of 3 inches deep. And the quality of the build is absolutely. I would say this is the nicest built instrument I've ever owned. If other keyboard manufacturers made instruments based around this sort of style, the panel is lovely and soft and smooth. It doesn't hold fingerprints very well, so whatever they've done to the surface of this, I mean, I've had sticky fingers and you can't see marks or anything on it. It's pristine, absolutely pristine. God, I'm talking like a bloody designer now, aren't I? But anyway, the voices are really what this thing. See, that's 7 parts. Not as you would lay down that many keys on that voice, but it does suffer. Ambient O2. One of those nice effects. You've got Borealis. I mean, that's... The pad voices in the Fantom are... Well, it just keeps going. Go on. That's it, it's disappeared. The pad voices in here are just some of the best I've heard. The pianos, if I go to single voice and just pick an electric piano. In fact, let me just take you through a little walkthrough of some of the... Roland have really got their electric pianos sorted. They are tremolo, you've got phaser pianos, chorus pianos, Psycho EP. Okay. You've got Distorted Whirly. AX Vintage Electric Piano. Stunning. The electric pianos truly are. If I go to the second page, I've got 1086 FM EP4. '80s EP. So if you're looking for a machine that's got a hell of a lot of really wonderful electric pianos, this is the one for you. We've got Wurlitzer. EP Piano 1. To be fair, there's so many in here, you'd lose track of which one's your favourite. However, you can actually star your favourites if you want to. You can actually go and save your favourite voices into the machine and then highlight them that way. So you can sort of easily recall your favourite sounds. And there are shed loads. I kid you not. There's 5 pages of electric pianos. Real thing. Future-tastic. Interesting sounds. But some of them are really sort of your traditional bread and butter stuff, but some of them are actually quite very different. And then we're into like the acoustic piano section, which for me, yeah, I'm a lover of the Yamaha CFX voices and that sort of piano sound, the bright sort of Elton Johnny sort of stuff, which, I mean, there are some very realistic uprights and pianos in here. nice voices, but I have not found one in here that's made me go, wow, this is just stupendous. They all have this, you can go in if you want to and adjust the filter. That all can be done on the fly, so you can sort of change the tone of things. But there isn't a particular piano that immediately, when you have that instrument, you turn it on, you go, my God, this is impressive. That's the default, what comes up first one, stage piano. So who knows? Organ voices are very good, very good in actual fact. There are so many of them. Again, there's 10 pages of these things. You could be here all day going through, and I'm not going to do that because there's only so many voices here. 60s Brothers. I say, you the thing is with this instrument, you will be here for hours just auditioning the voices. Well, that's a bit harsh, isn't it? Mad organ, soft percussive third, purple SRX. So yeah, then we go into something called keys, which is it's got a ridiculously large number of harpsichords in here. I don't quite understand why. How often have you heard harpsichords? Yeah, I don't personally subscribe to that sort of stuff. But there are 2 pages of it. D50 Tyneway. Sounds like some of the keyboards I've played recently. Then we're into guitars. We've got this nice nylon guitar. Now, I don't know, maybe you're watching this and thinking, what the hell's he doing here? But to me, the sounds, they don't seem to have evolved very much. I had Roland products in the past. I had the previous generation of the Fantom, which was, it was nice. Again, similar scenario, though I only kept it for a few months and then it went. However, I don't know, the Integra module I had for a short time, and I just always get this feeling that Roland keep sort of using and wheeling out the same voices that they've had for years, but just slightly tweaked. There doesn't seem to be anything fresh or sort of, I don't know. I really don't know. I can't put my finger on it. Maybe you can in the comments below, but I just can't, for the life of me, figure out where Roland have moved from and where they moved to, because it just sounds like I'm playing. In actual fact, many years ago, they sent me a Jupiter, their new reincarnated Jupiter. Say many years ago, not that long ago, I suppose, to have a look at, and it sounds like that. It sounds the same, and they keep reincarnating this rolling cloud. But like I said to you, I hear samples and I hear VSTs and I hear lots and lots of voices on a regular basis, and some of the content that comes out sounds new and fresh and modern, and I can't for 1 minute begin to describe Roland as new and fresh and modern. Maybe if you're playing their dance stuff and you're using you're editing voices, but the stuff that's in the instrument for you to actually work from, doesn't inspire me to do anything. I mean, like the string section, that sounds really old sample. And they've got 3 tabs at the top. They've got orchestral, film score. It just doesn't cut the mustard for me. It's brassy synth. In whose world is that a brassy symphony? Is it purposely designed to sound old? I just don't know. Full orchestra SRX. Like I say to you, nothing just goes bang and you think, oh, this is incredible. And that's been the lacking thing for me with this Fantom. I've not found anything on here that's gone, bloody hell, this is amazing. It's just been very much more of the old Roland stuff, but in a different package. So, yeah, like I say, I'm kind of sad to lose it in the way that it works. It works really well. The menu and everything about it in terms of control is just brilliant. But the sound doesn't do it for me. It really doesn't. Brass section. 2 trumpets. It sounds like an old keyboard. And this is where it starts to go wrong. And this is where, I mean, I'm, as many of you already know, I'm an organist from heart. So the Atelier, the Roland Atelier organ, a lot of the voices in here, I think, hang on a minute, that was in the Atelier. These are old voices. So as I start to sort of dig through, like going into the wind, tenor sax. No, sorry, it doesn't. I saw the Dr. Mix series of videos using this, and to be fair, it did say sponsored by Roland, and that was kind of what I saw and thought, oh, this is sounding pretty good. And to be fair, they were recreating 80s music, and you can do that. Drums are in here, sounds are in here from the 1980s. But that's kind of where I think Roland has stopped. They've decided to focus on old and not move with the modern. The interface is lovely, all the technology in it's lovely, but the sound for me isn't where it's based. It just doesn't cut it. And if any of you have seen the new video of the Yamaha Montage M, my God, it's like comparing night and day. However, I mean, this has been out for a while. Don't take that away from it. It's not brand new. But yeah, it isn't for me. And they say the polyphony issue is the biggest issue. If you start doing multi-track recording, then it just doesn't handle it very well at all. So anyway, I'm not going to rant on too long for this video because we're up to 20 minutes already, but my overall feeling of the Fantom, this is my own personal view. You may love it, you may absolutely want to marry it. I don't care. It hasn't got that wow factor with the voicing. The electric pianos does, as I said to you at the beginning, but that's the only department I would actually bother to even turn on. The acoustic pianos sound muffled. They don't sound really as technology has improved, and VST samples, things like Grandeur, Native Instruments. There's loads. Even the Cine samples piano it's stunning, but the detail is lacking on some of this stuff. Whether this is just designed as a backing singer's pad machine, I don't know. But anyway, I'm going to leave it there. So I will say here's my first video and last video on this, because as of next week it'll be gone. And hopefully we have a montage sitting here to show you the difference. And it'll be nice to actually go through the sections and compare, to show you the pianos, the brass, the strings, and all those sections that you are going to be using as a version against the Roland stuff. Like I say, I just pray that they update the voicing and look at drifting away from this whole historic thing that they seem to milk and use as the backbone of their voicing, because it needs to move on. It really does. So until next time, my dear friends, look after yourselves. Have a great day. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do. As I say, the next video will probably be the montage, and I'm looking forward to showing you all what that's capable of. So until next time, look after yourselves. Take care. Bye bye.